Hello, Gene Schwimmer here. Welcome to today's vlog. If you watched yesterday's vlog, and if you've been watching other vlogs of mine in the past, you know that yesterday's vlog was a bit longer than they usually are. So I'm going to try to make up for it today by doing a shorter vlog than they usually are. We'll see what happens, but that's the idea. So I want to start first with just a couple of tweets and then on to the main subject, which is also a tweet. It should be very short, as I said. So Catherine Herridge, if you don't know who she is, she's one of the best investigative reporters out there. She started at Fox News. She got hired away by CBS. So that tells you that she's pretty good if CBS hired her. If CBS hires anybody from Fox, which they probably hate, then you have to assume that they must be so good that CBS couldn't help it. They had to hire them. So that's what happened with Catherine Herridge, I am sure. So here are the two tweets, or it's actually a two-part tweet about a news story that's been going around a while. A lot of the pundits, the liberal pundits, have been crowing about this, but the story is not quite accurate. From a DOJ, that's Department of Justice, spokesperson, quote, "Some media outlets have incorrectly reported that the Department of Justice, has concluded its investigation of election fraud and announced an affirmative finding of no fraud in the election. That is not what the Associated Press reported, nor what the Attorney General, that's Bill Barr, stated. The department will continue to receive and vigorously pursue all specific and credible allegations of fraud as expeditiously as possible," unquote. So I'll just leave that one there. That speaks pretty much for itself. Another misreported or misunderstood, misconstrued story by our friends on the left. Next tweet. This is from Representative Matt Gaetz, House Republican. "I talked today to Republicans in both the House of Representatives and the Senate. There's an interest in examining voting irregularities and forcing a debate in Congress about whether or not to accept states' electors where those irregularities exist. Nothing is off the table." So as far as these allegations, these hearings about voter fraud in, well, specifically Georgia, Pennsylvania, especially Pennsylvania, Arizona, now Michigan. There were hearings yesterday, or, well, it's 2 days ago now from when you're seeing this. But it looks like at least the Republicans are on to this, and they're looking into it. And I mentioned in the earlier vlogs about possible, well, that the state delegates have the sole control over the time, manner, place of elections and of selecting electors. It's a question of whether these states will take what is increasingly clear evidence that there has been fraud with these universal mail-in ballots, which, as I said the other day, is exactly why that policy of universal mail-in ballots, mail-out ballots, however you want to call it, was instituted in the first place, to get a lot of illegal ballots out there, just a whole bunch of ballots out there, and make fraud a lot easier than it is in person. So it looks like the Congress might do something. I don't know what they can do, but it's a good question. I really don't know, to be honest, whether the Senate can, well, whether Congress, I guess it would be the House, since they are the ones who count the electoral votes on December 14th, whether they can refuse to accept electoral votes. But if they can, then, well, let's see what happens. That's all I can say for now. Now we get to the main subject. See, I got here already. This is a tweet from Alyssa Milano. This is a subject that I talked about in the vlog before this one, yesterday's vlog. This idea of coming together. I said I would say more about it. This is that time. I'm going to say more about it. It's based on this tweet from Alyssa Milano, who is one of the biggest Trump haters, and I guess you could say conservative haters out there. I don't mean a conservative who hates, I mean a liberal who hates conservatives. So here's her tweet. "I'd like to extend an olive branch," and try not to laugh, okay? I had to try. "I'd like to extend an olive branch to Trump supporters. I am ready to move forward together." Hashtag forward together. So I guess there's a whole Twitter, whatever you call them, about this thing. So Twitter hashtag. There's so much work to do to heal the nation. Let's be a part of the solution and not add to the problems we face. My comments are open. Please reply with hashtag forward together. Well, Alyssa, be honest, I don't believe you. I don't think you're sincere. It's interesting how whenever they win, suddenly we have to all come together. When they lose, especially when they lose to Donald Trump, then we don't come together. And not only that, they form a resistance, which is something that I have never seen in my entire life that I've been on this earth. As far as Washington politics go, you have a loyal opposition, but a resistance. Well, I had an uncle who actually was in the resistance, picked up arms, fought against the Germans who had occupied Czechoslovakia. That's a resistance. That's what you mean when you say resistance. I just want to, well, I'm not going to go into this a whole lot. I'm just going to say to Alyssa Milano, I have a question for you, Alyssa. I'm sure you're watching my vlog. I only have a few viewers so far, but I'm sure you're one of them. And there's a little joke there. Probably not, but if anybody knows Alyssa, maybe you could relay this question. But right now, there are several challenges to the election, claims of fraud moving through the courts, challenging the election, saying that there was fraud, so much fraud that the wrong person got elected, that Trump really won. So my question to Alyssa is that if enough of these suits succeed, or if as increasingly seems likely, states start sending their own, and the state legislatures start sending their own slates of electors. My question for Alyssa Milano, and anybody who agrees with her, any liberals who are watching this, you can put your own answer in the comments below this video, but it's simply this. If on January 20th, Donald Trump is sworn in for the next 4 years as president, Donald Trump instead of Joe Biden, is that olive branch still out there? Are you still extending that olive branch? Because we conservatives had an olive branch extended ever since he was elected. Trump was elected in 2016. You formed a resistance. So is it different now if Trump is the re-elected president, takes the office on January 20th? Are we still, or are you still ready to hashtag move forward together? Are you still ready to work with us conservatives to heal the nation? And I'm not putting any blame on who is responsible for the nation not being healed. I just want to know if what you said applies regardless of who is president, or only if a Democrat is president sworn in on January 20th. And that's it. I tried to keep it short. Hope I did. That's it for today, except to say I would appreciate a thumbs up if you like this video. Share it with anybody you think would also like the video. Any comments, questions, suggestions for future topics, you can put them all in all three, or any one of the three, or any two of the three in the comments section below the video. You could subscribe. I love getting subscribers. You could also visit my music channel. There's a link there in the description where you can listen to some of my original music done under my nom de musique, my music name, Gene Allan, so people looking for music don't end up on a political channel and not get what they were looking for. And I guess what else can I say except that I appreciate all the time that you're spending with me. Hopefully not as much time as yesterday. I hope to see you all again. I look forward to seeing all of you again. And until I do see all of you again, bye.